In the previous lesson, we learned to conduct a load flow analysis on Etap. I also mentioned about different loading categories and diversity factors. So in order to understand this, we must also know that for a power system, the load is subjected to changes with respect to different seasons. So in many parts of the world, we have winter peaks owing to different heating loads, and in other parts of the world we have summer peaks due to air conditioning loads in the summer. So ETAP provides this feature of simulating load flow analysis using different loading categories. So in order to better demonstrate this feature, I will show you a case study. Here we have the case study for the system, and I have three loads here as in the single line diagram, and for the design category I have put all the loads at 100%. So in my country during the monsoon period we have less consumption, so the load 1 becomes 50% and load 2 becomes 60% and the load 3 becomes 40%. And during summer we have large amount of consumption and we have our peaks during the summer, and the load 1 becomes 90%, load 2 becomes 95% and load 3 becomes 90% of the design values. So let us go back to ETAP to simulate this. To conduct the load flow analysis for different load categories, I will have to double click on the load. On the nameplate I have different loading categories over here. So I will be entering values for the monsoon load, but at present the loading category doesn't have such an option. So I will have to edit any one of these loading categories to include the monsoon load. I will have to go to the project settings and loading categories and edit the winter load to the monsoon load. I will double click on the load 1 and my monsoon load is about 50%. Summer load is about 95%, and I will click on OK. Similarly for the load 2. And load 3. Then I will have to go to the load flow analysis mode and I will have to create a new case study. Although I have several other case studies, but I better prefer to make another one. And let me conduct the load flow over here, and I will put the study case as and I will click on OK. So these are presently in the design category as shown because we have not changed our load categories as of now. So let me go to edit study case over here. I will go to loading. I will change the loading category to monsoon load and I will click on OK. Then after I run the load flow analysis, I have the modified load flow for the monsoon period, and similarly I will make another one, and for this I will also change the generate ratings as well. So I will put the generator in standby, so I will only put out about 800 kilowatts, and I will click on OK. And let me create another study case. And I will go to edit study case and go to the loading over here, and the monsoon I will change this to summer load, and this I will change to standby, and I will click on OK. Then we will run the load flow analysis, and over here we see the load flow analysis for the summer period. So this is 800 kilowatts, and this is how you run load flow analysis for different seasons. And in order to analyze all the case studies at once, I will go to this option over here, load flow result analyzer, and let me see the general info. So we have 3 case studies now. This is load flow 1, load flow 2, and load flow 3. So here the diversity factor is all at normal loading, but we have these loading categories as different. Over here we have design, over here we have monsoon, and here we have summer. And similarly the generation categories are also different over here. And we can see the different power over here. We have the total load megawatts over here to be about 6 megawatts of power during the design loading category, and this becomes about 2.5 megawatts of power in the monsoon loading category, and this becomes about 5.6 megawatts of power during the summer category. And I will click on close. So I think you have a better idea of load flow analysis. In the next lesson we will learn to conduct a short circuit analysis. So see you in the next lesson.